We will start with Mr. Ptacek.
All right, I have prepared a somewhat short speech that is going to end with a strong recommendation. So I thought that would probably be the best thing to start out with. So here goes. Given the serious nature of the school's reopening plan, I have prepared this written statement and recommendation for the board and the community. I feel this meeting is best served by first hearing this recommendation. Board discussion and public commentary regarding the recommendation can then follow. Since there is not any action item tonight regarding the school opening plan, we will need to schedule another special meeting so the board can finalize any plan. Tonight, we are here for conversation. I thank everyone attending tonight's meeting, either here in person or listening to our live stream. Your presence highlights your commitment to our students and our community. On July 7th, I posted a video of our staff town hall meeting that included the basic framework of our plan. The last month has been filled with a hectic flurry of tasks needed to be accomplished to mold this framework into a working, viable action plan. All seem to be going smoothly, even with the tremendous scope of the challenge. While this could have been a very stressful time, I am fortunate to be working with the most incredible team I could possibly imagine. I can't fathom undertaking this ordeal without the assistance of the people I get to work with each day. I also want to highlight the amazing partnerships demonstrated by our multiple union leaders. I hope the community understands how lucky they are to have a team of top-notch, dedicated professionals working to get through this. The concern and passion demonstrated by our staff for our students and community is inspiring. However, over the last week, I have been encountering tremendous internal turmoil over the proper recommendation to give the board. This internal debate started during a Zoom meeting with a group of superintendents from across the state. A superintendent of a large district in the Chicago suburbs stated why he made the recommendation to move to a district-wide e-learning model. He stated that if he had students come to school with in-person instruction and someone got sick, or even worse, or a member of their family, due to his decision, he would have a tough time dealing with that. So he made the decision to move to e-learning across the district. Over the last week, we are seeing more and more schools move to a complete e-learning model. Many downstate schools are making the decision, and some of those are local. I have been resistant to issue a plan that includes a move to a full e-learning model. My main reasons for resisting this model are that it creates inequity across our community. It results in substantial loss of effective instruction for all of our students and puts many of our parents through tremendous hardship. However, his words caused me to second-guess my stance, and that internal conflict has kept me up many nights. Fortunately, last night I had an epiphany, and the answer became so clear. Yes, keeping kids at home is obviously the safest answer when discussing this in the terms of the pandemic. That almost everyone can agree on. I think that many districts are stopping at that analysis and therefore making the call to move to complete e-learning. And I was almost there. But there was a nagging voice in my head that kept telling me to look at this in a different way. I had mulled over this issue without any clear direction for nearly a week, without any clarity. I didn't know why I was still resistant to move to e-learning. I just knew there was some reason not to, and I needed to find it. I think it was State Superintendent Dr. Ayala's most recent guidance document that helped me work through this confusion. While I do not fully agree with her push to expand the role of K-12 schools as all-encompassing social service agencies, I think many of those services should be offered by other government agencies instead of adding them to our already labored system. Her focus on the importance of students being in school helped me find the real answer to our dilemma. While even a layman can determine that staying at home is the safest answer regarding the disease, only experts can possibly predict the risk of having students attend a school that is adhering to the current IDPH developed guidance. I am not an infectious disease specialist. I leave those decisions to the experts. However, educators do feel much more confident in our ability to analyze other important dangers to our students. Every educator I know agrees with Dr. Ayala that it is in the best interest of our students to be in school with their teachers and with their peers. While I do not know if there are any real hazards to having our students attend a school that follows guidelines established by the medical experts, I absolutely know that if I make the recommendation to send all of our kids home, I am making a recommendation which I fully know that our students will face damage to their cognitive development, their emotional development, and their social development. I will knowingly recommend putting many of our at-risk students in a position to be daily without adequate food, housing, or proper guidance. I will knowingly recommend that older students from all demographics will have their educational opportunities adversely impacted, as they will be asked to care for younger siblings when they should be spending this time personally growing. I will knowingly recommend that many of our students will sit at home each day alone. I will knowingly recommend a course of action that will cause damage, potentially long-lasting, severe damage to the development of our students. If it becomes tremendously hazardous to have our students attend school due to the virus, the IDPH, acting with the government, has the expertise and the responsibility to provide further guidance to limit this threat. Until then, I recommend it is our job to follow their guidance and also keep kids in school as much as possible. I will not recommend a course of action that I know will definitely damage our students. So therefore, I strongly recommend that we stick with the framework that was issued on July 7th. I plan to bring a more detailed version of that plan to the board for your approval soon. Hopefully we can get that done next week. Thank you once again for everyone in the community that is in attendance and that is listening.